Hey everyone, it's Professor Hall, and I have just been listening to music on your discussion boards and your selection of music. Oh my gosh, you all have the best taste. And it was so interesting to get to know you by understanding the kind of music that you like. And I really appreciated the way that you gave feedback to other members of the class and the discussion boards. You all did a great job, and that means a lot to me. The discussion boards are open until Wednesday. Remember that assignment is due on Wednesday by midnight, the full paragraph. And before you turn in that full paragraph, which is a little bit more weighted than some of these other exercises, I wanted to remind you a couple things, and that's coming up in a second. Your colors, oh my gosh, the way you described colors, you are so brilliant and creative. The prepositions looked good. That's a hard thing in the English language, and I appreciated you taking the time and effort to do that. I think that preposition exercise works really well, and it seems to continue on as you write essays where you start getting in the habit of using the correct prepositions. Here's one of the things I want to talk to you about. You're losing so many points, some of you, for formatting. Your name, course number, assignment, and date, and word count go on the left side. Some of you are losing 10 points here, you're losing 10 points there for no word count, for no putting your information on the wrong side of the page. That's just a silly loss of points. And word count, remember, is for you. It's the way that you prove that you have written this number of words. In our community college world, the number of words a student writes every semester is a huge part of accreditation. And students can fall into problems if they receive a grade, but they don't have the number of words required written to correspond to that grade. It's for you. So as we get into this paragraph that's due from my music and all the other things, let's stop losing unnecessary points and put the word count on there. There is an entire page just for that. I'll show you in a second. Remember, my music is due Wednesday by midnight. You can resubmit it if you've already submitted it and you think, oh my gosh, I know I forgot the word count. You can go back and resubmit it until that date. After the due date, Canvas will shut that down and nothing else will be allowed to be submitted. So that's how that works. Flash Fiction is up next. That's Sunday, this coming Sunday by midnight. You'll love Flash Fiction. That's so much fun. And all this time, I know you are reading your classic literature. That is a wonderfully challenging part of the course, and I'm going to show you where that information is as well. And I see you in the discussion boards talking to other folks about the classic literature that you are reading, and I think that's fantastic. That means a great deal. So let's go to the course real quick and take a look at these modules that I see some of you kind of overlooking. Remember, you need to read and study each of these modules in order. I have everything stair-stepped in a logical way so that you learn pieces of information as they go. Now, I see you doing this classic discussion board. I see that you've locked your topics in here and there. Make sure we have those topics locked before it's too late to do that. I see you using the student lounge and talking to one another. That's an open forum, but it is graded. You can see that. So you can see that you're keeping up with those discussion boards. Now in here, there's a whole section just on word count. Some of you, I think, are slipping over that. With PDF documents, always use that PDF, and you know it will always read on my grade book. Here are the things coming up that you're going to need. How to quote sources in an essay. All of these, how to punctuate titles. Some of you either didn't put in a title for the paragraph you were reading, or you put in a paragraph with no punctuation. Look at this. It's not that big. Let's look. Let me show you. Okay, here we are at how to punctuate titles. That's all this is. There's a little tutorial. Of course, you know me, I'm always going to put in a little tutorial. But this is it. This isn't that much. You can learn this and make sure that you have everything properly documented. There's a little guide too if you want to go there. That's it. So you need to go in and look at these pages and study them. There isn't one thing included in these course study documents that's frivolous, that doesn't mean anything, that doesn't matter in an upcoming assignment. Everything is there for a reason, okay? You got it. I know you can do this. Now, you did great on these. You did really, really well. Did you like this fun with punctuation? It's my favorite thing. I don't know if you all liked it or not, but I did. These were good. You did a good job on these beginning modules here. Now, writing the developed paragraph. Remember, you've got to look at this Easy Bib tutorial so that you get the works cited right. Now, that's an unnecessary loss of points if you don't do that correctly, right? And then you have this whole page that explains about the My Music. With flash fiction, you have this information. You need to read the information before you just go there. I know I'm tempted myself. I go in places, I go, just tell me what I got to turn in. And I don't look at sometimes these beginning things that lead up to the submission. I just want to click on the submission, get it done. But I'm telling you, I don't have anything on here that isn't important for you to learn, or I wouldn't put it on there. I hate wasting time. You know me. Now down here in classic literature, remember this study page right here is really important for this classic literature assignment. Let's look at it together right quick. Okay, now here I am back at the classic literature module, and here is a tutorial that tells you exactly how to read classic literature. You don't have to be overwhelmed by this. This shows you exactly how to make that manageable and how to do that. You're going to really enjoy this. You're going to have so much pride in yourself that you tackled a piece of classic literature, and you'll be able to talk about it with your friends like a scholar. All right? Okay, so that about wraps up this week in review. Remember to double check everything before you submit your work and submit it as a PDF. Remember, your name and course information goes on the left. Remember that from this point forward, I am not going to accept any work that does not have a word count on it. There's no point. There is nothing that registers you as a student and how much work you have prepared and how many words you have written. Remember, every assignment has a title. Double check, recheck, study those modules. There's nothing in there that's just jerky information that nobody needs to know. Everything has been placed in logical order so that you can learn and continue to be the brilliant person that you are. All right, let's get everything turned in on time. My Music on Wednesday, flash fiction on Sunday. Throughout the week, continue reading on your classic selection that you've chosen. Continue talking to each other on the discussion board about these classics, and enjoy this. It goes fast, I know, but we're going to keep up, and that way it's not going to be overwhelming for anybody. That concludes this weekly tutorial. Keep after it, y'all. You are absolutely genius.